Hey, I am Muhammad, an Excel and Google Sheets expert, and in this video, I will walk you through our complete workbook overall project. So, when I first saw this client workbook, it was slow, fragile, and impossible to maintain. But 1 month later, it runs three business inside it automatically. Let me show you what was changed. It run there are the three particular main business of a client, and all of them gets managed in a single workbook. So first was the simple sheet. There was two automation buttons, like macro buttons are present there. I will describe you what was the scenario of this. This sheet is the main data sheet for first business, and the second one is the main sheet for that particular business. So in this schedule input sheet, all the data comes from the HV data tab, and then these two start and input date comes from the Jan sheet, and then here's the formula to calculate total duration of the work days behind these, and then the working days between the start and end of activity means the start of this and the end of the monthly date range that was inputted in the variable input. So just like this, there's the working days for week, month, percentage complete for each job that would be entered manually by the client, and then all these you can see all of these columns are handled completely through formulas. So I applied immense amount of complex amount of formulas there to get these things right. These are the four columns that get fetched by the data which client imports into this workbook by their system. So later I'm gonna show you what the import sheets looks like, and then there all there are, so as you can see in the formula bar, there are complete formulas for each cell, and also there is conditional formatting for these four columns to justify the status of these all jobs on weekly and monthly basis. And right is the table for the, like, for the budget amount and all of these stuff. These come from PHP data. The second is the Gantt chart, in which all these jobs are present. The input output start and end date, and the end date comes here, and then entire month amount calculation, and then there's the Gantt chart, and also there is a print Gantt chart button there, which gonna like works like this, that it will print the complete Gantt chart into a PDF, which you can which the client can take the printout of that. Also, it will not gonna include the rows if you don't have any kind of activity. So if these are, like, these cells are blank, so it will not gonna print out those ones, because if it's gonna do that, so this is a wrong data, and all the output sheet will get messier. So the next thing is the dashboard, which is completely automated through these buttons. First button is refresh our dashboard, which the thing this button do is like that. If for each particular job, it will take it will create a table for each job that has data, and then the and then create a table for each one, and take out these inputs from the schedule input sheet and represent them in a very clean and professional form. So the client just refresh dashboard if there is new job that they are working on. So table for that will get automatically created, and if any of these job gets cancelled, so then just gonna remove it from the schedule input and refresh dashboard. The table for that job will also get removed. The same button here for printing, which can take the printout of this complete detailed dashboard. So the thing is, for all these buttons behind the scene, there is a code written for all of these ones, and through the code they are working. And the next business of the client is the data for the second business is on this sheet, and all these tables are like created through the help of formulas, and all of these are working really great. And yep, the automation for the second business that was not so big, so it merged into the same sheet. The third one is for the third business of the clients. There's a complete the data for this business is there below the upper like header, and the points are getting in the header are applied to the formula and the conditional formatting there. So let's move on. This is the weekly import data tab and the monthly import, for which the client imports the data for each job into it with just one click. And these buttons are present in the at the variable input sheet, as you can see there. So there behind the scenes there's a complete code for importing those data into it. And now we can jump on the overall dashboard, in which all these uh, the complete results for all three businesses are present. As you can see there, there's also many kind of automations through formulas and code applied in the dashboard as well. And the first business completes there. The second one starts there and completes on it, and then in the third there's the business. As you can see, these are like a coloring. There is coloring logic is applied. This is not like applied through hard coding. It was completely done through the automation with the help of conditional formatting. So there's a basic kind of rule. So if the actual is less than the target, the whole row becomes red. If it meets the yellow, if it exceeds, then the green, and also the orange as well if it is on a break-even point. So the same automation applied there, and I applied these two buttons, which will gonna do for the which will gonna work for the first table in this dashboard. Like there are so many kind of empty rows there which don't have any kind of data, because in the input sheet there is no data for these ones. So what will this gonna button do? It will just show the rows which have data, and then just hide those ones which don't even have any kind of data. So this works like that. And yep, if the client wants to expand it, so you can just click on show hide rows, so all those is gonna expand automatically. And yep, um, I think I have covered all the things that I have created in it. So basically, this holiday sheet is just for the calculating the working days in a week and a month. So the working days will be definitely excluding the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, also any kind of holidays occur between these dates. So if your business is also depends on complex Excel and Google Sheets, so and if you want like structured format for them or any kind of automation for this, you can definitely reach out to me. I would love to help. Thank you. Bye bye.